All right, good morning, snow friends. It is Saturday, January 24th, 2026, and as you can see, no activity right now outside, but it's coming. Oh, yes, it is coming. I've got my yardstick that I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to place on either the table or the deck. So going to work on that this morning. But first things first, need to make a cup of coffee. Get me going for the day. Stick with me here. It's going to be an interesting Snowmageddon 2026. All right, here's the yardstick. It's in place. I just simply took some electrical tape and I strapped it around, and that's right at the 6-inch mark there at the bottom. And it's right at the 33.5 to 34 inches at the top. So I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere around this range, 13, 14, 15 inches. It is currently 7:57 a.m., 7 degrees. It is cold. All right. Time to hit that coffee. All right. The boys got four-wheeler loaded up. Got the snowplow on. Got a manual snow blower here in the back of his truck. And salt. He is ready to go to work. He's got about 40 plus driveways and homes to get to work on once the snow starts falling. Still nothing yet. And I pray to the Lord we won't have to use this, but we have it just in case. I will definitely use the leaf blower. Not concerned about that. But we're trying to be prepared the best we can. All right, we got our pre-game buffet started. We got the crock pot with some homemade chili brewing in there. I'm just wrapping up my world famous homemade buffalo chicken dip. There's 5 cans of chicken, 5 blocks of Philadelphia cream cheese, some hot sauce, cheese, and some special ingredients that makes it world famous. And then Amy has her corn cream cheese dip in that crock pot. So we are ready. It's about 2 p.m. and the snow is expected to hit probably around between 5 to 6 p.m. Stay tuned. All right, snow friends. It is 4:09 p.m. Still nothing falling from the sky just yet. We can clearly see every inch of the yardstick. Captain Obvious there. But when we look at the radar, look at this. It is getting very close. I would say we will see snowfall within half an hour. It's coming. It's coming. Be prepared. All right, thought I'd get a quick picture here of the sky. 100% coverage. Look at that. It is about 4:30 p.m. and it is on its way. And here is a glimpse of the first snowfall. It is 7:20 p.m. It's been a little delayed from the original forecast. Not sure if it's really coming through here, but it is snowing. It is 9 p.m. Saturday, January 24th. Our local sheriff just put us on a level 1. Snow is picking up. Still really light. But the ground is slightly starting to cover. Still really no accumulation at this time. All right, gang. It is 10 p.m. on Saturday. Things are slowly picking up. But as you can see, it is still just a dusting. Not even an inch. We're going to try to stay up most of the evening just to kind of see where things land, but I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be able to stay up and document this hour by hour. So we may revisit in the morning. Stay tuned. Good morning, everyone. Sunday, January 25th, 2026. Just woke up, and here is the view of the snow that we got so far. The snow really didn't match up well with my location of the yardstick, but if you look over here at the table, there's a good 4, maybe 5 inches, and it is going to continue to snow all day long today, and actually have a blend of snow and sleet. So more snow to come. But here's another look out front, and you can hear the ice. That is nothing but ice coming down. Welcome back, everyone. I am doing a walk and talk on the treadmill because as of right now, it is Sunday, January 25th, and it is in the Snowmageddon winter in Ohio. If you can see out there, we have anywhere from 4 to 5 inches of snow, and what's been falling since all morning today is mixture of sleet, snow, and ice. So we are locked in, bunkered down. So I'm just going to do a walk and talk here on the treadmill and see what we talk about here. So I'm going to crank up my speed, and also on the screen here on my TV, I've got another YouTuber that I watch. He does live streams. The Disney with Sean show. That's what we got up here on the screen. So between looking at you, looking outside at the snow, and doing the walk and talk in Disney, so that's going to be my view while I'm walking on the treadmill. So I guess a couple things just to mention. For what it's worth, down in Orlando, home of Walt Disney World, it is 85 degrees. And here, it is 25 degrees. I mean, that's just crazy how such a big difference there is. You know, and it's about 800 miles 4 states away. You got Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. So more like 7 states. I totally get why people head south, particularly this time of the year. Talked to my parents yesterday, and again, they said that it was beautiful weather. They were going out to, they're into remote control boats, so they were out running their remote control boats, and who knows what else they're getting into. But when you're retired, you can do whatever you want. So when I'm on the treadmill, average, I've been walking for about 3 miles or spinning up to an hour on the treadmill. It all depends on the speed that I set, whether I've got it inclined or not. Again, I'm not out here trying to set any goals or anything like that. I'm just trying to get my steps in, build up the cardio a little bit. And every so often, actually what I'll do on this treadmill, it shows as if you would have walked a full lap around the track. As I cross the finish line and begin the next lap, I will hop off the treadmill and I will either do 15 to 20 push-ups or I will do 15 to 20 sit-ups, and I may alternate that. So if you see me step off here for a quick minute, I'll be right back. I'll go do my push-ups, do my sit-ups, get back on, and that kind of breaks up the walk a little bit. Also works my core, works my shoulders, and it's just kind of creating a routine. Again, I'm not here to try to get all ripped or have any certain goals or anything. It's just, the goal is just to be healthy. The goal is to feel good. I do want to take a moment here and say thanks to everyone who has subscribed, who's given the thumbs up. It costs nothing but just a simple click. I've got about 140 videos and shorts. That'll be the total combined. And yeah, so as my channel grows, as the year goes on, really like to try to get those views and the subscribers up. One thing I am going to make a better effort this year is to also post more on my other channel, which is Jonesie the Banker. And there we'll be covering financial tips, fraud prevention tips, retirement goals, and just a lot of personal experiences of mine from being in the banking industry for over 26 years now. So as I'm getting my steps in and I'm looking out the window, it really is a beautiful, hallmark, picturesque type of an afternoon. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera or not, but the number of squirrels, I've seen at least half a dozen squirrels run through the snow, up and down on the trees there. I've seen 2 deer. 2 deer went through just not too long ago. And it is a pretty neat sight just to watch Mother Nature, watch the animals roam around. I know that they're out there searching for food, trying to find a warm spot to lay down, probably get some rest. But it really is pretty. Now, this is not my type of weather. Nope. I'm more of a 80s plus degree type of guy. I like the sun, shorts and t-shirt, and wearing sunglasses. That's my jam. Now, whatever you're doing, stop, take a moment, and just look at this beautiful scenery. Take it in, take a deep breath, and relax. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that what appears to be paradise, they have their challenges too, obviously with hurricanes and the amount of rain and that type of thing that they get. And I can say that I have survived a hurricane. It was actually in Myrtle Beach many, many years ago. It might have only been a Cat 2, so I mean it wasn't a 4 or 5, but it technically was a hurricane. But what I've actually been told about hurricanes in Florida is that a lot of people actually go to Disney World, and that's where they will camp out for a few days through the storm, through the hurricane. The way that Disney has built all of the hotels, they're hurricane rated, and obviously being in the center of the state, they don't get the true impact as if they were on the coast. Not downplaying that. There's lots of heavy winds and rains and that type of thing that goes through Orlando, but Disney, from what I've heard of, I've not been there during a hurricane. I've been there during a tornado, but not during a hurricane. Is that it's been a safe environment. They obviously have generators, so they can provide power. They've got food, and during those times, they will have extra interactions with their cast members and the characters, and just different events and activities going on inside of the hotels. I guess that would kind of be our plan B if we were ever down south during a hurricane. But my story about being in a tornado at Disney, this is a true story. This was back in, I want to say 1998 or 99, one of those two. So Amy and I, we were at Pleasure Island, which was also part of downtown Disney at that time. This is before they rethemed and reimagined everything into Disney Springs. And we were going to meet my parents over at the Fort Wilderness Campground Resort and go to the Hoop-de-Doo Music Review. Right about the time that we were heading toward the bus, we knew that a storm was coming through, but we didn't know, what it was. Obviously didn't expect a tornado, but just out of nowhere, the winds picked up, rain and hail started to fall. The storm passed through, tornado passed through, but the bus was rocking back and forth, and it was just dark, and hail coming down, and there were a couple trees down and debris everywhere. Well, finally, we got on a different bus and made it to the campground, which we're running late. And Disney is so big, they can have storms in one part of Disney and not the other. Well, that's exactly what happened, because there wasn't a drop of rain over at the campground, but then there was this big storm with a tornado that came through. And at first my parents didn't believe us. Oh yeah, sorry we're late. We got trapped in a tornado. But true story, actually happened. So today it's just kind of been a walk and talk on the treadmill, just kind of off the cuff, a little bit of rambling here and there. Right now I have got 1.9 miles, and I am at 35 minutes and 29 seconds. And it looks like that I've only burned 227 calories. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here on the video, and I'm going to crank up the speed on the treadmill. Might get into a little bit of a jog, and but again, I really appreciate you watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Appreciate you watching. Remember, make every day an adventure. See ya.